I wish someone told me this when I was struggling, that it's okay to not be okay, and not just in a cliché way. I mean really, deeply okay with not being okay. That it doesn't mean I'm weak, or behind, or broken. That there's no timeline for healing. That I'm not a failure just because I don't bounce back quickly. I wish someone sat with me, looked me in the eye, and said, "You're allowed to fall apart, and you don't have to apologize for it." That the heaviness I was carrying wasn't something I needed to fix right away. It was something I needed to feel, slowly, in my own time, with gentleness. But no one said that. Instead, I smiled when I was supposed to. I nodded. I said I was fine. And underneath that, I was unraveling. I wish someone told me that struggling doesn't mean I'm not trying hard enough. That struggling is trying. That waking up and facing the day when everything in me wanted to disappear was, in itself, an act of bravery. I wish someone told me that there's no gold medal for pushing through pain silently. That resilience doesn't mean pretending nothing hurts. That sometimes, the strongest thing I could do was to let someone see me cry. To let someone hold space for my mess. To stop acting like I had to keep it all together. I wish someone told me that I wasn't too much. That my emotions weren't a burden. That the way I felt things deeply wasn't something to be ashamed of. I wish someone told me that my tears weren't signs of weakness, but signs of release. That they meant something inside me still hoped, still longed, still cared. I wish someone said, "Your sensitivity is a gift, not a flaw." But instead, I learned to mute myself. I learned to shrink. I learned to carry my pain in silence because I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I wish someone told me that healing isn't a straight line. That it doesn't always look like growth. That sometimes it looks like rest. Like stillness. Like letting go of things I once clung to. Like feeling lost. I wish someone told me that feeling lost was part of the path, not the end of it. That I wasn't broken just because I didn't know what came next. That not knowing was okay. That not having answers wasn't a personal flaw. That uncertainty wasn't something to be ashamed of. That it was a sign I was alive, learning, evolving. I wish someone told me that I didn't have to be the strong one all the time. That I didn't always have to be the one people leaned on. That I was allowed to lean, too. That I could fall apart and still be lovable. That I could be a mess and still deserve care. That I could say, "I need help," and not feel like a failure. I wish someone told me that I didn't need to earn love through resilience. That love isn't something you get only when you're impressive. That I didn't need to perform worthiness, I was already worthy. I wish someone told me that healing wasn't about going back to who I was before the pain. That healing was about creating space for who I was becoming because of it. That I didn't need to erase what hurt me to move forward, I just needed to learn how to carry it differently. To honor it. To listen to what it taught me. That I could become something new without having to forget where I came from. I wish someone told me that I was allowed to change. That letting go of who I used to be wasn't betrayal, it was growth. I wish someone told me that peace doesn't always feel like joy. That sometimes, peace is just the absence of the war inside my head. That sometimes peace is quiet, not exciting. That peace isn't always this big, dramatic shift, sometimes it's just breathing easier. Thinking more gently. Being okay with being here. That the little moments of calm weren't small at all, they were signs of everything shifting. I wish someone helped me notice those moments, helped me name them, helped me hold on to them like the fragile miracles they were. I wish someone told me that I wasn't alone. That even when I felt like no one could possibly understand, someone out there had felt it too. That pain doesn't isolate us as much as it connects us. That I wasn't the only one lying awake at night asking, "What's wrong with me?" That there was nothing wrong with me, just a world that never taught me how to hold my own heart. I wish someone told me that my pain was real. That my story mattered. That even if I couldn't explain it well, it was still valid. I wish someone told me that progress isn't always visible. That just because people can't see my growth doesn't mean it's not happening. That just because I haven't arrived doesn't mean I'm not moving. That healing is subtle. That sometimes the biggest shifts are the quietest ones. That choosing not to spiral, choosing to breathe, choosing to stay, those were victories too. I wish someone told me to celebrate those moments, instead of waiting until I had some huge, dramatic breakthrough. I wish someone told me that my worth wasn't tied to how well I function. That I was still a person, still lovable, still worthy even when I couldn't do the things I used to. That being in pain didn't make me less of anything. That needing more time didn't make me a burden. That resting wasn't laziness. That softness wasn't weakness. That I didn't need to rush my recovery just to make other people comfortable. I wish someone told me how brave I was. Not in a loud, performative way, but in the way that counts, the way that wakes up and tries again without applause. The way that feels everything and still doesn't shut down completely. The way that survives without ever really being seen. I wish someone looked at me, not with pity, not with worry, but with pride. I wish someone told me, "You're doing better than you think. You're more than what you're going through." I wish someone told me that darkness doesn't mean I'm failing. That the fact I'm still here, still breathing, still trying, is proof that I'm not lost. That I've always been on the path, even when it didn't look like it. That every step, every breath, every moment of continuing was enough. I wish someone told me that hope isn't always loud, that sometimes it's just a quiet belief that things might get better, even if I don't know how. I wish someone told me that it was okay to have bad days even after good ones. That it didn't mean I was going backward. That healing wasn't ruined just because I fell down again. That I didn't have to start over every time I stumbled. I wish someone told me that the back and forth was part of it. That relapse wasn't failure, it was a reminder to slow down, to listen, to recommit to my own care. I wish someone told me that I could trust myself again. That I didn't have to doubt every choice, every feeling. That I wasn't crazy. That I wasn't overreacting. That my intuition still worked, even after all the times I silenced it. That my body still knew what it needed, even after all the times I ignored it. That I could come back to myself. That I didn't need to be fixed. I just needed to feel safe again. And that safety starts with being honest. With saying, "I'm not okay, and that's okay." I wish someone told me that I didn't need to be inspirational. That I didn't need to turn my pain into some beautiful lesson right away. That I could just be in it. That I could let it be messy. That I could let it be real. That my story didn't have to have a perfect arc. That it could be fragmented and unfinished and still meaningful. I wish someone told me that healing isn't about becoming impressive, it's about becoming whole. I wish someone told me that love doesn't leave when I'm at my worst. That real love, from others, and from myself, doesn't flinch when I'm struggling. That it doesn't walk away when I'm quiet or distant or low. That it stays. That it waits. That it whispers, "You don't have to earn me." I wish someone told me that love doesn't always look like fireworks. Sometimes it looks like presence. Like someone sitting next to me and not saying anything, just being there. I wish someone told me that everything I was feeling was valid. That I didn't need to justify it. That I didn't need to explain it to be believed. That I didn't need to package it neatly to be supported. That messy feelings are still real. That anger is okay. That sadness doesn't always need to be fixed. That numbness is part of the process, too. I wish someone told me that it wouldn't always feel this way. That the pain wouldn't last forever. That the heaviness would lift, maybe not all at once, maybe not in the way I expected, but it would shift. That I wouldn't feel lost forever. That the light would come back. That I would laugh again. That I would find joy in small things. That I would feel like myself, or someone even better, one day. That this chapter was not the whole story. And now that I know these things, I want to tell them to you. To the version of you that's still struggling. To the one who's trying. To the one who's tired. To the one who's been strong for too long. Let me tell you everything I wish someone told me. You are doing better than you think. You are not alone. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are enough. Even now. Especially now. You deserve peace. You deserve rest. You deserve to be loved exactly as you are. And most of all, you're going to be okay. Not perfect. Not finished. But okay. Hold on. Keep going. And breathe. You don't have to believe it all right now. Just let it sit with you. Let it sink in. Let it be a whisper in the dark, a softness in the heaviness, a light in your hands. Because I promise, it's true. And one day, you'll look back and say, I wish someone told me this. And then you'll remember, someone did.